Yes, we're settled
All right.
down.
All right, I'm gonna get that out of my system real quick.
Okay, quiet on the set, please. Can you say now?
Welcome to Cape Ann Report. I'm your host, Rich Sagal. We have a very packed show today. We're going to be starting with Paul Benjamin and Bob Hastings, who are going to be talking about the Gloucester Blues Festival, and then we're going to learn about the Rockport Cultural District. We're going to start off today with a bit of music from Lucky Peterson, and this will be a sample of what will be available at the festival. Well, that was a great teaser for what we're going to be talking about. I want to welcome my first set of guests, Bob Hastings, who I'm sure just about everyone in Gloucester knows, and Paul Benjamin, first time here in Gloucester, but a lot of experience with the blues. I want to thank you for coming by.
Well, Rich, it's good to see you again. I've done this show a number of times as the CEO of the Cape Ann Chamber, and it's great to be here to bring our Gloucester Blues Festival to Stage Fort Park.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the festival, Bob?
Well, it's going to be Stage Fort Park. The stage will be set up across from the Covered Restaurant. It'll be Saturday, August 11th. It'll run from 11 in the morning till 7 at night, and we're going to bring world-class blues to Gloucester. We've got some of the best blues musicians in the world coming here, including Shamika Copeland, who's the queen of the blues, who you'll hear some music from her at the end of the show today.
Paul, you're the expert here in the blues. Why don't you tell us who some of the other performers are?
Yeah, we're going to start off with Andre Smith from New Orleans, who now lives in Gloucester. He was a refugee from Katrina and came up to Gloucester and enjoyed living in Massachusetts.
He's an institution here already.
And so he's going to open the show for us, and then we're keeping that New Orleans with Dickie Doo and the Zydeco crew. So a little bit of Zydeco, which is a cross section from the blues. Then we got Eddie Shaw and the Wolfgang. Eddie Shaw was Howlin' Wolf's band leader the last 7 years that Wolf was alive, and for people that know the blues, they know the name Howlin' Wolf. And Eddie's won Saxophone Player of the Year a few times. He's been in some movies, and then a lot of. Then the gentleman that we heard, Lucky Peterson, that just played, was a child prodigy. He cut his first record at 6 years old. He was on the Tonight Show at 6 years old, and the son of James Peterson. Lucky's an incredible guitar player, but he's even more significantly, he's a B3 organ player and piano player. That's an amazing artist. Then we got Mr. Kenny Neal that's going to be playing. Kenny Neal is the son of Raphael Neal. He's been playing blues. Another one he's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so we do have kind of a swamp taste of our festival this year. And Kenny's won the award a couple of years ago for Entertainer of the Year in the Song of the Year at the Blues Music Awards, which is the Blues Grammys in Memphis, Tennessee. And then, as Bob said, Shamika Copeland, Queen of the Blues, the new Queen of the Blues. Coco Taylor is always and will be the Queen of the Blues, but Coco passed away a few years ago in Chicago. Cookie Taylor, which is Coco's daughter, brought her on the stage and gave her the title and the crown of the new Queen of the Blues.
So how many performers altogether? 7?
There'll be 6 performers that day.
Sounds like a very full day.
Yes, it's a full day, and it's a bunch of different styles of blues, which keeps it unique. We got horn players. We've got harmonica player with Kenny and guitar with slide guitar, and then Lucky will be playing keyboards as well as guitar, and then we got vocalists. So we kind of got a 4 or 5 different styles of blues, which is good for the audience.
Bob, where can people learn more about this? Happens to be a website, I believe.
You go to GloucesterBluesFestival.com, and you'll be able to see videos of all of our performers. It's a great site. And you can order tickets online and save some money when you do that. So it's GloucesterBluesFestival.com. They can also call me, 978-325-0705. We're partnering with the Cape Ann Chamber, my former employer. The Chamber is our local sponsor, and they'll be running a water booth there and helping us with volunteering to run the festival.
Middle of August, going to need refreshments.
Going to need refreshments. We have food vendors on site. The covered restaurant is going to be open with all their regular fare. They'll have the ice cream exclusive there. It should be great. We'll have food vendors, drink vendors. Cape Ann Brewing is our beer sponsor. There's a beer garden and a wine garden where you step up to the shore of Cressy Beach and have a cool one while you're watching the Blues. We'll have Cressy Beach available for our visitors to be able to cool off if it's a hot day. Plus, the part of the park we took was nicely treed around the edges. We have nice big trees, so you get out of the sun if it's a really hot day. So makes it a really great event. And I have to tell you that when you come in and take over that park for a day, you've got to deal with the city, and the city has been spectacular. Every single councilor, the mayor, the various committees we've met with, everybody from the DPW folks to health department have been just great and very receptive, and we really appreciate that. And our intent is to bring this back year to year, if they'll have us, and create some real economic development. I can tell you that Paul, he received numerous economic development awards up in Maine for what his festival does in terms of creating economic development for that region.
How many people are we expecting?
I think, we're hoping first year festivals, on a rule of thumb, you can look at anywhere from 800 to 1,200 people. But we're hoping with this festival, with this lineup, and with the geographic area, we're hoping to get 1,000 to 2,000 people the first year. In Rockland, we started out with 1,500, and now we get 16,000 people.
Wow!
So it's we're hoping to do that for Gloucester down the road. So it can be a great economic boom for the region.
Is there going to be a limited number of tickets?
Now it's an outdoor event. Where we're at, we can accommodate, and we could put the Rolling Stones in there. So we've got a big enough park.
We'll shut down sales at 100,000.
100,000. Okay, I think that's fair.
I can tell you this: that his festival in Maine fills every hotel room within 60 miles for 3 nights each at full ticket. I mean, it has that potential not only for Cape Ann and Gloucester and Cape Ann, but the whole region.
What's the selection process you went through to find the performers who are going to appear?
Well, I've been bringing blues and booking blues since 1978, so I've been involved with it for a lot of years, and I know a lot of the artists. And with this being a first-year festival, I did call in some favors to get better prices on some of these artists, and they're willing to help us out because I've been booking them. I do festival consulting around the country, and I do other festivals, so these people give us a break here to hopefully play another festival somewhere else. But you look at, I don't bring in, Bob and I, when we booked the festival, we didn't bring in our favorite artists. We brought in artists that's going to appeal to a lot of different styles of, with the audience. I mean, guitar play, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of different styles here. So we're hoping we hit one person's style, they'll come in and they'll get, educated on a different style,
others, right.
Exposed and educated on different styles of music.
And I suspect the artists view this as an investment.
No question.
Another venue for them to perform at in the future.
Yes, it's another place for them to be seen, and they're hoping to pick up some new fans. It's next time they hit the New England area on a tour, they can say, "Oh, now this guy's playing, or Kenny's playing, or Eddie's playing. Let's go see him in Boston. Let's go see him up in Maine." So
definitely,
it's the blues is a big family, and so is the audience.
Bob, before we go on, why don't you mention the website again?
It's GloucesterBluesFestival.com.
And that's where people can find ticket information.
Everything you need to know about the festival.
And you said this is on the 11th?
It's on August 11th. It's a Saturday from 11 in the morning till 7 at night. Paul and I became friends. I ran the Penobscot Bay Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Rockland Chamber there. And of course attended all the festivals, and it was always the best weekend of the year for my wife and I to go to the North Atlantic Blues Festival. We became close friends, and so when I came down here, I called Paul. I said, "Why don't we do it down here? We've got this fabulous park right on the water, like his Harbor Park up in Rockland." There are a lot of synchronicities, and I grew up in Chicago, and at 18 I was big enough that I could sneak into the blues bars, and I went to see Muddy Waters 4 different times and just got in my bones. So it's been my avocation my whole life, and so it's just a nice fit after I retired from the chamber to partner with my friend Paul, and it's going to be a great day here in Gloucester.
I know this is going to be an inconsequential question, but is there a rain date?
No.
That is the rain date.
That is the rain date.
It is rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
These artists are all booked the day before and booked the day after, so it's rain or shine. Blues fans are very dedicated. In Rockland at the North Atlantic, when we actually sat through Hurricane Cindy a number of years ago, and it was pouring rain all day, and there was 6,000 people in the audience on that particular day, and they were in their rain jackets and slickers. And blues fans are very dedicated, and if they bought a ticket, they're coming. And if they, and they'll even buy tickets at the gate if there's an artist they want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel this lineup, there's 4 or 5 of these artists could close the show. Shamika's closing the show because we decided to do that. But any one of these artists are good enough to open or close the show.
So you're already planning for next year?
Well, we've already reserved the park, and that's our intent, is to bring it back. We want to make sure that the city's happy with what we're doing, what we're bringing here. We think the economic development side of this is so strong that we'll be welcome back. One of the things that we have done, and I guess it goes back to my tenure as the CEO of the Chamber, is that we're releasing our crowd at 7 o'clock at night. So they can go downtown. Minglewood and the Dog Bar are bringing in blues bands. And so,
Just in case you haven't had enough.
believe me, they won't have enough. And so the idea is that when they're done with our festival, they go downtown, have dinner and a couple drinks. And we can't promise it, but I'll be surprised if our performers don't end up showing up at those places to jam with the local blues bands.
We have just about a minute left. One last time. How do people find out about it?
GloucesterBluesFestival.com.
Couldn't make it any easier.
No, it's a great site. You'll enjoy it. Every one of our performers has videos on that site, so you get a really good taste of what we're bringing to town.
I want to thank you for coming by, Bob Hastings and Paul Benjamin. We've been talking about the Gloucester Blues Festival at Stage Fort Park on August 11th. And we're going to close out this segment with a performance by Shamika Copeland, who's, as you mentioned, the Queen of the Blues.